All right, what's happening? September recap. Didn't trade very well this month. Had one particularly bad week. Very choppy market. This is where I'm at. I finished yesterday up $226, so I finished the month on a positive note at least. Just a suggestion, when you're watching the video, you can turn up the speed on your YouTube to 1.25. I think for myself, the way I kind of do my videos, it probably would be less boring if you put it to 1.25 speed. Now I want to get my monthly calendar up and make sure I have this updated, and then I'm going to go through some trades. But I want to look at my statistics for the month as well. So I didn't actually check and see what it was like. So we'll look at the last 30 days. Yeah, we lost 992, so it's been a bad month. In terms of how I performed, I was doing well at the beginning of the month, but then the shit hit the fan and it was all my own doing. I lost control of myself and paid the price. So let's have a look. August, so you can see, got back to it in July, good months, nothing major, break even pretty much. Then August, very good month. Had this big red day here, but I was cruising each week. Last week was a small red week. So after commissions, it was about 1100, say, something like that. It's not too bad. Still not enough to throw away the day job. Then we had September, and this is just where I was continuing to do well, and then I had a really bad day on a stock called BEAT on the 14th of September. I didn't have a stop loss in. I was on AMC, and I had seen something on I think it was Sykes' Instagram, where he put up a chart of the SPY, or the general stock market, like 20 years or maybe 15 years ago, or I don't know, some number of years ago. Maybe it was in the 1980s. I'm not sure when it crashed after being going up for a while, and the superimposed was the current situation, and it was pretty much like a mirror image. So I then got a notion in my head that, okay, well, if history repeats, then this is going to be the same. And I'm not necessarily wrong, but I got overly biased on AMC when it had already retraced a lot. So it was based on how AMC was kind of behaving, the price action, it was due to bounce. But I had it in the back of my head that, oh, the stock market's come down, maybe today is the day where it really has another real drop. So I went short on AMC, and at $9.40 and covered at $9.70. But well, it was more an aggregate, but let's see, yeah, it was more I'm not sure if that was the exact entry and exit, but overall that was what I lost, was 413 $75. And it I didn't observe the trend reversal. I could have cut it, but I ignored it. There was a point where I could have gone long if I was not in the trade and I was still holding on to my short, but I should have been cutting my short covering then, but I didn't. So I wasn't playing the odds based on the prior price action. So I think I probably had, I was a little bit oversized, but it wasn't really an issue of size. It was just an issue of not having the discipline to cut the loss. Getting a notion in my head of something that's going to happen and then ignoring the actual realities of the price action. So that screwed me up, and I came back the next day. Probably should have not come back, and got into a similar situation with AMC again, and I was actually buying AMC the next day on the 15th, and I was buying CFEI, which completely dumped that day, which was just ridiculous. Like, I was getting really frustrated when it just it looked like it was breaking out, and then it just tanked huge, just stayed tanking. So it tanked on one big red candle, and it just got out immediately anyway, so at least I got out, but that didn't help. And then I was short BEAT from $2.04, and I covered at 213, an average of 1900 shares there on that. Didn't observe my daily max loss on that day, which I think I had set to maybe $100 or $150, so he ended up losing $382. So that was $785 in 2 days. So next day, let's have a look. Next day I had written into my journal, focus on patience, wait for the best setups, size down for the rest of the month. Base hits. There's a page in the Daily Trading Coach. There's a question when it asks about, your repeated patterns from the past. Do you want to win your freedom of will or lose it to the repetition of your past? So I wrote that into my diary, but it had little effect. And I'm looking at my diary, I'm trying to see. Oh my god, yeah. It actually continued to be. Was it 378? Did I lose that again on Friday? 300. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I had a bad 4 days. It looks like I lost 378 here. Just dreadful, and it didn't have to be like that, but it's my undoing. Then the 19th, I'm looking at, there was 421.30 unrealized that day. 421. Total loss, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So again, minus carried over a loss on BEAT. 0 minus 4 to 1.3, so minus 80. Oh my god, minus 506. 2. This is so bad. What happened to me? What I did to myself. So then stabilized a small bit, didn't trade on the Wednesday. 58.59 here. 23rd, didn't trade. Had a football game here. Then 26th, took the day off. Missed the BEAT breakout. 27th, traded AMC pre-markets, wasn't good, it was short, and then I traded LVTX and I ended that day minus 121. 28, oh my god, minus 147.50. Wasn't playing the odds again, stopped out initially and missed a move, and then I chased, and that was on beat again. I think I would have had enough of BEAT at that point. And 29th, stabilized the ship somewhat. And thankfully yesterday was such a good day. It was a day that I could have really mopped up, but it is what it is. I took that much. So we add up together. Bad. I think it was pretty much break even in the week. Okay. So that's the damage. Still in the game, so that's the main thing. Can I learn the lessons? Totally unnecessary here. So it's just a reminder of what I am capable of doing when I lose control. When I have take a bad hit, it can lead to more hits. And yeah, that's just crazy. These 4 days here, crazy. Should never let that happen. Never let that happen. So beat, I saw the potential, but I was trading it in here. And look at what it did in the end. It was just amazing. Had I looked for some support buying here or somewhere, it's difficult enough with the wiki candles. But in the end, this one had a really good move, and it was news on heart related news, and it was good news. It was interesting news, and the price action did follow eventually. It's just in here I was getting caught with it. Oh, I was trying to short it at some points and then trying to long it and just getting messed up on it. I think this volume day is a good signal, maybe that the reversal is in. And then the next day when it holds this bottom here, so it's holding 177 and it has that run. But it is relatively choppy, so it is a difficult one. I think it's due a pullback now, but you know, it could go higher. It could go higher. It's held here, 363. If it holds 360 again, maybe somewhere around here, then could go higher. AMC. So I have some charts saved. Let me go to them. So next time I'm gonna have in my diary I have it written in my diary, the ticker, the entry, the exit, the profit, but I'm gonna have to add in the setup, so that when I'm reviewing at the end of the month, I can see what it was. So, but you can do it this way. Let's see. For now. Okay, so 6th of September was when I got into it. BBBY listed did buy. So it's this one. 7.36 and 7.64. Okay, so that was it here. It had dropped from the 8s, and I must have figured get a little bounce, so that worked out really nicely. I must in future add the daily chart. I don't see, but that was on the sixth of the month. 6th of September. Okay, so I had a gap down and I went for the dip. So it was interesting, it did have a 4 day bounce then up to the 9s. So, you know, could have swung out, but I'm not in the mood for swinging in this market at the moment. How did it go for the rest of the day? Yeah, it came down. I don't know, I didn't record it, the same theater. So that's BBBY. APRN was a bounce short. I was doing well at bounce shorts for a while. APRN, 6th of September. Yeah, I came up here. Initial short was a bit chasey down here. These are the better ones when it comes back up and tests. After a fairly significant pullback and then back up and tests, you can go short. And cover down here. Happy enough with that. Came down later on, so could have held a piece maybe. Or I could have maybe re-added over here around the 6 area. When it fails, I suppose here, you get involved in the 590s. But something to take note of. So that was APRN bounce short I made. So that was 613 I have here to 609. It's not a major one. Maybe I probably stopped out here and then went. I took a loss initially and then I took a bigger win, but so it was only a small win in the end. So that's APRN. Next is HYRE, overextended gap down. 117 and 121 cover, so I took a small loss on this one. Yeah, interesting. Covered here, entries are here, covers are there. 1 second. Okay, so let's see how higher played out in the end. Okay, so going long would have been the shout there. Come down and actually recovered. I suppose maybe there was a lot of shorts, thought this was just going to come straight back down, and it didn't. Now it's coming down. So that's what happened to it anyway. Okay, stayed around for a while between 120 and 140, then covered here 107. Okay, it was coming down, and then sideways held roughly around 120, gapped up massive then on this day, sold off massive. So it would have been a nice short there. It's just a hard one to know if you were able to get any read or call on that one. So that was where? So minus 50 on the 7th. On the 8th, then APRN breakout listed long. Yeah, this is on the 8th September. 704 average, 723 sell. So nice, not too bad getting in. Suppose I could have gone in a bit earlier here, but I'm getting in at, oh okay, average was up here. Yeah, I kept adding here. Maybe it was a little bit uncomfortable for a while. Could have waited a bit longer here and not chase these spikes. Could have waited for it to come down, and then maybe get involved around here. Would have been probably safer than here, and then having to sit through a little pullback. So maybe wait for the pullback and then wait for it to start to show something positive to the upside. 5-minute chart there, that's a 15-minute chart. So initially entry good, but then the ads were not the best, and then sold up here. Not sure what happened to it. Should be putting an end of day chart in here today. No, I need to improve on that this month. Where are we at? September. The 8th. Okay, it went 783. It went to 783 and then topped out in the low 8s and came down for a few days. So could have held on to that one. Could have held on. You know, and we'll be risking here maybe 690s. So that was on the 8th. September. Alright, and we'll just look at it over 5 minutes. So this was, Yeah, I mean, it's really choppy, but it's holding that 695 area. So let's have a look. Not bad, like not bad structure on this. This is where I was saying I could have got in here, but then of course it goes up, and I think I just like I should be watching to see if these levels hold, and just having a set risk down here, and then I would have been fine. I would have been able to take off into this, or you know, somewhere here in the close. Then runs a bit after, comes down at the open though, back down. It's very wicky, very hard to manage anything on that, but you could watch for the reversal here and start looking here for a re-entry point and see if you can get a squeeze out, which you could have done. Then if you get your squeeze out, you can maybe consider going short, maybe down here somewhere, or risking off the 822 if you're nimble, covering back down here. Difficult one. Very whipsaw-y action in September on a lot of these names. So I ended at the up 167, so that was a good day. First week of September was good. The Friday ended up 206, did good. GME. So the GME one was 2583, 2801. On the 9th. Okay. So it went long here. 25. Must have been pre-market entry, was it? 25. Trying to figure that out. 9th of September. 2583. That doesn't make sense. Well, apparently, looks like I got in somewhere around here and got out at 28. Maybe I got involved the night before, I'm not sure. And then I traded PIXY. I just want to see. Oh, maybe I have the GME one. GME, let me think. How's that set up? Let's search for it. Nope, I was trying to go along that day and I messed it up. Had to stop out. That was in here, I think, yeah. Before that, I had made some on it. Also PIXY. That's where I made the majority of the profits that day, and I got in around 30.59. Maybe it was somewhere around, I think it was in here if I remember. I got out here, something like that. Choppy, difficult action on that one. PIXY. Come on, PIXY has to be there now. Anyway, I think I remember that one there. It was in around there. On this day then, that night. Okay, I got one day, and the second day I kind of scalped it. Probably have it down as a scalp, do I? Nope, I didn't save it. That's okay. I can save it now. I think I would definitely call that a listed scalp. Daily. Alright, I'm ready to shut this off. That's the loop for now. First week of September covered, and I'll do another video on the rest of it. So this is the 8, 9. Let's include the 8. Then 12. 5 minutes. So there we go. Take a screenshot. Save. PIXY. Okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thumbs up. See you later.